I'd rather go back to sacks of flour.
Oh well.
So, what do you think, Dragonfly? How's he doing?
Oh well.
Jesus, this is disgusting.
Where are we going to find 2 new pigs? More money out the window.
Get over here so we can carry on.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
And what about this mysterious curse?
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. The watering spot, you said?
Aye. Take a look around. See if you find anything fishy.
Come here. Here you go. Take it. Look what I have for you. Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream. What? Oh, damn it! What? Oh, damn it! Free!
right in the head? Sod off with that weapon. Very good.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own. Get over here so we can carry on.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Well, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Lazy bones. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Blessings to you.
Sacra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking. It's coming from over there.
Look at that cute little snout. We can't leave you here with that bastard, can we? Come here, Cuddly. Let's get you out of this hellhole quick.
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
Well, what else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick 'em. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? What do you mean?
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did it go exactly?
I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it, and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitre you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. Unless say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of
it. Look at me. I'm a Lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it.
You're the kind master. Huh? Whoa!
Good day to you. What would you like?
God be with you, my friend. Greetings to you, friend. What are you doing here?
Barging in.
Come in the end. That would have been. God bless you.
Wait!
Huh?
You're not
can't
allowed
go
here.
there.
Greetings. How can I help?
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Johnny the Gob.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him. Johnny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses. And now his is in a sling.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon.
So don't try to cover your
There's no other like it.
What's the gob like? Tell me about him.
What can I tell you? He's just the best. He's a mountain of a man. A hell of a warrior. Bloody smart too. But he's too old and too proud to give up on his craft and go and rest on his laurels. I like the bloke. I really do. He deserves to die in peace, with a woman in his arms, not being hunted down like some vermin.
How many men did you send with him?
7 of our most experienced, and well-armed.
Where can I find the gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did you send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond. There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is.
Chopping off his hands would be too good for him.
You didn't have anything to do with it, did you?
No, I told you. I only heard about it. Some band of outsiders has been wreaking havoc in the area for some time now.
Do you know who they are?
No idea. But I reckon they're no ordinary thieves. They don't care about the silver.
So what do they want?
Lord knows. Must be some higher goal. Those types are the worst.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favour to ask of you. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke, and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonourable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead, but I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresuns Charlie and Canker. Unlike those other bastards, Johnny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
I'm still not too sure about it, but I'll try. Though I'll save my skin before I save his. So if he doesn't surrender, I won't have a choice.
Of course. But I'm glad you'll consider it. Take care.
Can't get any peace and quiet around here.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Go!
Slow down, you idiot! Ow!
Good people, gather round. You won't believe.
Whoa! Whoa!
Village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth, just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this. In Silver Scallots, they say. Without warning, attacked by Cuman troops. In one afternoon, they burned down the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove the local lord out of his own castle. You see what that ginger fox Sigismund is doing to our land? He wants to burn us all. Go home quick and start praying. Only God can save us from the foreign horde. And give all
Who's that? Hey, what are you doing here? I never want to see you leave or... I never want to
What? Huh?
What are you... You've no business here. I never want to see you here again without permission.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
God grant you health.
Careful.
Good evening. Do you need something?
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest. And important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then. So what's the next task, Crazul?
There's a quiet whisper coming from the open gates of Trotsky, carried by the wind all the way here to me. Do you hear it too?
No. I reckon my ears aren't that good.
Scribe Erasm received a chest from Prague, and in that chest...
Hermes Trismegistos' document?
No, a book. And from an author even more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But the treasure's inside. You might say it's a kind of alchemist cookbook.
So you're gonna have me go and pick some locks at the castle, eh?
Did I say anything about stealing? No, when the castle was still closed, I planned to get the book through the castle chamberlain, with the help of a certain woman. But now that you have access to Trotsky yourself, it'll be much simpler.
What about that certain woman? What was your plan?
That's old news. The central figure is now the Trotsky scribe, Erasm. He's a great lover of knowledge. I'm sure he'd be happy to indulge another kindred soul and lend him the book, indefinitely and voluntarily.
Let's hope so. I'll pray I'll be able to convince him, and that I won't have to ride around Trotsky picking... Picking up carcasses again. Or worse.
Just do your best. The book is the last piece of the puzzle. The very last. But, looking back at your 2 previous tasks, I have no doubt you'll be able to handle the third just as well. Go and see Arizum and ask him about the book. Then, you'll see how difficult it will be to get your hands on it. Best of luck, Henry.
I reckon I'll need it.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to learn something.
There's no time for it now. Come back later.
I'm sorry.
Praise the Lord.
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
I can't now. Come back later.
I'd like to learn something new.
Well, you know how things work around here. I can't now.
Christ, pardon me.
Good day.
Greetings, sir. Take care then. I apologize.
I'm sorry!
Good morning to you.
I'd like to learn something new.
Well, you... All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. For a few groschen, and I'll teach you whatever you want.
You talk about
We've been through a lot together, so I'm sure you know that alchemy is a noble and serious science. Let's start with the importance of the ratio of ingredients and the proportion of substances, because every potion is different. Let's get to work.
I'd like to learn some...
Well, all right. Throw in a few coins.
For instance...
Nice. Let's get to...
I'd like to learn...
Well, all right. Or a few grosch.
I reckon you could teach me how to move about undetected.
That's a true art. It's based on the ideas of the old masters. You need to master the knowledge of light and shadow. Find a balance. Any deviation means chaos. Let's get to work. What do you think you're doing? What? What do you think you're doing? You better pay me compensation, you blackguard.
We can work this out.
Not only are you a... You want me to call over the guards?
I apologize. I must have made some mistake. But surely you'll gladly forgive someone of my standing, won't you?
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be in your good books. So, run along, but don't try anything like that again.
Christ, that stinks! Alice, let's stop the bleeding.
fiesta! I'm all yours!
Mercy!
Quick!
Whoa!
Put that weapon away.
So this is Ajivajanka's shack. Why would anyone live like this? All alone. So this is Ajivajanka's shack. Why would anyone live like this? All alone.
Hey, old fellow. The roads are bad today. Do you want to join us by the fire?
God bless you.
I bought a lovely U-bow the other day for a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly, but when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
All right.
I'd be happy to join you, if I might have the honor of knowing who I'm sitting with.
Two fools who maybe can't see past the tip of their nose.
Oh, I was looking for some merry company, but it's like a mortuary here.
Aye, well, we're not going to find Baldique today anyway. We could be miles away by now.
Well, if Baldick's a puppy, he should be able to pick up his own scent and return, shouldn't he?
He ain't no puppy. God, I've grown so fond of the little fella's adorable waddle.
What in God's name? You've lost an infant.
Are you barking mad? Jesus. It's not a child that's gone missing. But our chief, Mikolash, will still beat the shit out of us for losing his precious pet.
Nah, the pair of you are sitting here.